Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Mike, and I am the Casual Bourbon Gamer. We're gonna pick up a game of Planet Coaster, and I have the DLC for the Ghostbusters pack. I'm kind of experimenting around with editing videos, so I wanted to try out something different. I also previously uploaded one of these, but I didn't like what the content was, so I left it up for a couple of days and I took it down. So if you already saw it, this will be a whole new thing for you. But without further ado, you are more than welcome to read all of that. I'm not going to read it for you guys, but pause the video if you want, and we're just going to go straight into it. Alright, so here's the first chapter. I'm not going to read it, but it's basically saying that the Ghostbusters are here in this new park, and Walter Peck is basically also here to be an asshole, basically. But there's Slimer. It's okay, guys. It's okay, everybody.
So, guests in your park and even some of your staff claim to have seen a ghost. Have they? Well, let me put that concern to rest right now. You see, there are no such things as ghosts. My name is Special Agent Walter Peck, and I'm the authority in charge of this investigation. Be assured the full weight and power of the EPA are now on the case.
Too late, Peck. The Ghostbusters are already here.
Ray stands. You and your fellow hoaxsters should be doing dinner theater somewhere and butting out of where you don't belong.
We're following up on an anonymous tip, Peck. Obviously, we could bury the hatchet and work together on this. Ghostbusters and EPA working hand in hand?
Really?
Of course not.
I'm on to you, Stans. And when the time comes for you and the rest of your so-called Ghostbusters, I drop the hammer.
I hope it's not on your foot. I see you've already met Walter Peck, which means you must be pretty nervous by now. But as of this moment, it's the Ghostbusters who are on the scene. Ready to believe you and ready to help. That means your specters, spooks, and spirits problems are now in the hands of professionals. My understanding is that you may have run into a little friend of ours we call Slimer. Well, let me reassure you that he's relatively harmless for a Class 5 full-roaming vapor, which is to say he can bring down your whole operation if we don't get him under control. Oh, sorry, I realized I haven't introduced myself. Really, I mean, I shouldn't have to, seeing as you must know the Ghostbusters, but just in case, I'm Ray Stantz, PhD, a doctor of parapsychology with a minor in metallurgy. I'm an expert in paranormal history and have traveled extensively, both in this plane of existence and others. I'm also a non-transient corporeal entity of the state, county, and city of New York. That includes the 5 boroughs, of course. And most importantly for you in this particular situation, I've been dealing with ghosts and other ectoplasmic-generated phantasms for years as a founding member of the Ghostbusters. All this is to say that you now have the best, correction, the only experts with the knowledge and experience to help you deal with your potentially possessed theme park. And if I might say personally, I can't wait to get started. This is going to be great.
Okay, so our first challenge is to...
I once had a dream of
Ray, be quiet.
from my childhood. Something sweet and soft and oh, so full of creamy, pillowy goodness. And then it tried to destroy Manhattan, so I roasted it. The Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man, the form of the destructor. So, let's put that misunderstood sailor in the park, and don't worry about that other stuff. Based on our extensive, and I do mean extensive research on interdimensional gods, admittedly after the fact, I don't believe sentient, angry, and grotesquely oversized marshmallow men can ever happen again.
It better not. Because last time your elaborate prank left me covered in melted marshmallow.
Now that I can hope for.
I'm sure it was all a big misunderstanding. Okay, so we gotta get 2 rides in, and we gotta do some research. So let's get our... So we'll get our entrances and our exits. at the Big Blue.
Now, the call that came into the Ghostbusters office was an anonymous tip, which doesn't bode well when it comes to tying that to a paying client. Venkman and Egon said this was a fool's errand. Well, Venkman did anyway, but do what you love, and the money will find you is my motto. So here's how I see this working. Just like any elimination job, it's not just what you see, but what's hiding in the woodwork that matters. I suspect there's a lot more ghost activity happening here than what we have on the surface. So what we'll need to do is lure them out into the open, where the Ghostbusters patented, almost licensed by the City of New York particle thrower can be most effective. I'll provide you with guidance for all things Ghostbusters for this themed area of your park. I'll make suggestions and requests that should make this section of the park more enticing to the spirit world. Talk about scary rides, right? If your park is haunted, we'll know soon enough.
Okay. So, with that being said, this is the Ghostbusters DLC. It's got all forms of Ghostbusters. It's even got some of the music going on for it. And some of the other cool things about this is that with... where is it? The music, you can also get the Ghostbusters... there it is. We'll go with the orchestra. And let's get our bourbon out. So today's bourbon choice is called Pinhook. And one of the cool things about this distillery, or at least the whole thing going for it, is it's based upon horses. So with this Benny's small batch that I got, it's the 2023. It tells you the name of the horse, the color, the sex, and the size, which is measured in hands, which I'll go into later detail of what that is. But the Benny's small batch that I got, the store pick, is 119.6 proof, 59.8 ABV. And if you're also curious on what the horse's name is that I got, it is called Bourbon Resolve, and it is 6.2 hands tall or size or whatever. And like I said, I'll go into more depth on what that is. And cheers, everybody. And also, since we're going to go into it, I'm going to put some security cameras up because I know we're going to need some in general. So, and level out. Right there. Let's go ahead and put in one right there. And let's get one like right around here. And there. And we'll even go with one right there. And it's got good old Stay Puft as he's destroying the church. God forbid the church. And the cool building from, you know, the original part. We also got to do some research. So let's go ahead. We'll get the research. We'll get the coffee shop. We'll go ahead and get a thrill ride. And I guess that's all we can do. Now, if you notice this had like a rating of. I gotta get the bourbon out of the way. If you notice, this had a Q scenery rating, so the higher the scenery rating is, the more you can charge for it, and the more appealing it is to the guests. This is kind of a theme park. It's kind of it's an expansion of, you could call, Roller Coaster Tycoon, if you're familiar with that. After I've stopped playing it after Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I know they came out with more advancements, but I never really took part in that. And I did upload an original video. I wasn't really happy with it. The vids didn't really go for it, so I'm trying out something different. I took it down. And go with that. Okay, I know there's a connection over here that we need to do. So let's go ahead and we'll go with 8. Yeah. And if you wondered if you're new to Planet Coaster and you kind of wondered how I kind of made that shift, is to make it more even with everything with the path and line. You hold down Z and it basically makes the path kind of a little bit more in line with it. You can also do a couple of cool things with it. So, for instance, if I wanted to come in, I can do that, and then do something like this. So if I don't hold down the Z key, it makes that like little cylinder, that oval. But if I hold it down, it makes that path a little bit more squared up. So you can do a couple of cool things with it if you really wanted to. I suck at when it comes to making scenery. I'm just letting everybody know. Okay, so our Stay Puft is researched. We have coffee, and we're currently researching another thrill ride. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually edit this building. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a coffee shop, because everybody needs coffee. And if you think otherwise, then you're insane. Confirm. You have been ejected. Get out of our park. How dare you? Alright, so we need a...
They say
Whoop.
you're good at your job, which means you should be able to handle the extra attention this park is about to receive with some of the modifications we're going to be making. Oh boy, if they think they're afraid now, just wait. This is awesome. We're going to run a theme park with spirit and spirits. let's start by dealing with some of your personnel issues. Sure, seeing a ghost can make some people, well, most people uneasy. And it's cost your park some of its workforce, so you need to get staffing.
And remember, Buster, I'm watching your every move.
That's Ghostbuster, Buster.
Alright, now that we researched our Stay Puffed, now we can get the marshmallows. Thank God for marshmallows. Alright. So we got our Stay Puft brand in. We're negative in money. Our next goal is hire a staff, have a combined staff building of a total of 6 with 2 capable janitors. So I remember last time I put the whatchamacallit, the staff building over here.
So Stans claims you didn't call the Ghostbusters. Now, while that would normally work in your favor, I'm going to ignore that fact because I need him to sweat a little. That means you will as well. Therefore, all EPA regulations are hereby in effect. I'm imposing fees for our presence, which you will more than gratefully pay for. And if I sense any further disturbances or any environmental impact from this park, there will be further punishments, payments imposed.
Alright, there's another staff building. So that completes it. And then we need to... Oh, another thief! You keep stealing! Leave! Alright. So now we need to hire 2 capable janitors. God damn it. Let me get another 2. And then... let me go to janitors. Let's go to 80. Give it an extra 20 bucks.
Hey, you've been working hard. You deserve a little downtime.
You think I'm not onto your trick, Stans? Because I am, mister. And this time, I won't fall for them, or stand for them, or take them lying down, and I'm not bending over backwards either.
So basically, you're doing nothing.
Exactly. Wait.
I don't want to brag, but I'm something of a marksman when it comes to the particle thrower. I can hit pretty much everything with it, which sometimes admittedly can be a problem. I've set my best score on the shooting ride. Care to see if you can beat it? Just remember, you're playing with fire. Okay, more accurately, an unlicensed nuclear accelerator, so, you know, be careful.
Alright, before I want to do that, like last time in the previous video that I had, I want to put in a bathroom. And then, was it under buildings or scenery? No, it was here. All right. And let's go play this game. No, not that. All right, here we go. Quick drink. Oh, here's the from the first video. The library scene. Oh, I lost my combo. Slimer, how? Oh, fuck! God damn it, Slimer. The hotel scene. Get the ghost. Damn it! I lost my combo again. I will say it's kind of fun. There's Gozer. Right there. Ooh, the Hellhound. Very spooky. We beat his score. I think it was like 2,500 we had to beat or something like that. Wait, oh fuck, god damn it. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I accidentally hit escape key. Oh! They're doing their little jolly dance and celebration. Even though I did worse this time. Oh. Alright. We beat the record.
Not bad at all. And you've managed to leave the building standing. That's actually impressive for a rookie.
Okay, so...
Alright, your park is looking a bit like a graveyard. Which, and don't get me wrong here, I support. But your guests, and my ghosts, like a little action. I'd start looking at building the place up and increasing the appeal of the park, which should draw in more ectoplasmic energy. Then we'll see what's what.
Alright, let's go with rides here. That's a bit too big for that area. Can we go over here? So let's go right there. What do you mean obstructed? What do you mean?
I just realized you may be wondering about the proceeds from the shooting ride. It's a bustin' good time, right? The kids love it. And the parents? They hate that the kids love it. Thing is, if you know about crossing the streams, you know that it causes a reverse particle flow. Sort of like the profits for the ride. Venkman insisted that we make our fees somewhere in this deal. So that particular ride is, well, that's Ghostbusters money. I'm sure whether you do or not, you understand.
Why is it blocked? Is it because of this bush? Okay, let's try it. God damn it. Let's demolish that. Let's put you maybe like right in here. So let's do the entrance like right there. And then the exit can go right there. What? Maybe if I work backwards. I'm determined to get this in. There we go. Alright, so we got that in. And I think last time I did something, it was we needed to do the train. Alright, came up with that. And I'm gonna spruce this up a bit. It'll probably be in a quick speed moment. Okay. 60%. I'll take that. What's next? Oh, we gotta research the seat. I actually want to see if I can do this. Hold on. what's the other thing we need to do? Pip shop. And we need to get the DLC content. That's right. And then I think we need a roller coaster in here someplace. Alright, so we came up with this little roller coaster. Fear is high. That's okay. You can suck it up. We're gonna go with Slimer 4000. I'm gonna decline that. Let's go with $8. And we'll go with scenery. I'm gonna spruce things up a bit, and then I'll be back. How did it go down? I don't know. Either way. And alright, so we got the shop, the ghost up.
Okay, so in spite of what Peck has tried to do, and spite is the operative word here, your park is beginning to look profitable. Maybe a new ride would really put things over the top.
Putting things over on people is something you think you're good at, isn't it, mister?
Did you know, Peck, that many ghosts linger in the physical dimensions because they won't let go of their grudges?
Ah, that sounds like I'm going to enjoy the afterlife.
You got caught. Get out of our park. So what's our new? Achieve 87 over 80. So that is 10 times better than what we were before. Alright, another roller coaster. And another ride. And let's get another drink. Alright, everybody, I'm gonna be back for a second. Alright, everybody, I am back. Actually, let me get a screenshot of that since we're doing a new... How? It is literally attached to the... I don't get it. Alright, so we got some water, first aid, more bathroom, and a burrito stand.
All right, profits are up.
All right.
This is turning out better than expected. Now I suspect that the reason the mysterious caller tipped us off in the first place may start coming into play. So we need to be on our toes. Remember, when it comes to ghosts and otherworldly beings, what you can't see is what you need to look for.
Alright, that is the part of Chapter 1.
There's been a change in the overall energy of the park. Not for the better, I might add.
I kind of like it myself.
You would, Peck. You're surrounded in negativity. As I was saying, I've suspected that when the conditions were right, we'd get a spike in phantasmic activity and with it, an increase in ectoplasm. I've called in Egon to help me investigate what's happening.
Great. Twice the idiots, half the competency.
Ah, don't listen to him. Nobody else does. I'll deal with the spooks, while you deal with the guests. See if you can restore some calm to the park. Egon and I will check for evidence of psychomagnetheric slime, which can really mess with people's mood.
Alright. We're getting close to ending with the game. So when I want to talk about the horse size, basically what it meant...
Now you may have to increase
Ray,
security in the park.
be
based on what's
quiet.
happening with the psychoreactive slime. Security cameras, guards, work rosters, get on top of all of it. Maybe this is a place where Peck could actually be helpful.
We secure the environment at the EPA. In case you haven't been paying attention, Stans, I'm not a people person.
You don't say.
I believe the saying is keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
That must be one crowded carpool.
Okay, so as I was talking, basically the size of the horse was dictated by measuring by hand. So when you would go in the medieval eras from hand over hand, you would start from the hoof and go up, and that when you got to the, I think about to where the saddle height would be, that's how tall the heights would be. So if you went from the hoof to where the sight would be for where the saddle was, if it was like 14 hands, that's how tall the horse was. Let me do this. Alright, everybody. I'm going to leave it here. I hope everybody enjoyed watching this game. If not, well, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And I hope everybody has a good day. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And cheers.